Good evening. On behalf of the Johnston Community School District and the class of 2020, I'd like to welcome each of you as we celebrate and share in this special occasion. This has been a year like no other, and tonight we are celebrating in a way like we've never celebrated before. But this is a celebration. We celebrate because this senior class deserves to be honored and recognized for their outstanding accomplishments as Johnston students. While this particular ceremony may be virtual, our excitement, our pride, and our hope for these seniors is very real. Tonight, we will honor 508 graduates. There's a lot to be proud of today as we honor their accomplishments and look forward to the many great things that lie ahead for our students. We have 4 distinguished guests that will address the class this evening. They are Senior Speaker Precious Mariah Pate, Senior Speaker William Dreyer, Superintendent Mrs. Laura Kaser, and School Board President Mr. Justin Allen. As principal of Johnston High School, I would like to say thank you. First to you, the class of 2020. Thank you for leading the way and setting a great example for our future graduates. Your passion, your empathy, and your enthusiasm has had an impact on all of us. Your accomplishments in and out of the classroom have shown us your capacity to achieve greatness. As I stand before you and consider the impact that this group of young people can have on our world, I cannot help but be excited about our future. I'd also like to thank our parents, our families, and our community for the great support of these students and our school. All of you have had an impact on the lives of the great young people we celebrate today. Thank you for investing your time, your energy, and your love in our future leaders. Seniors, it has truly been an honor to serve as your principal. We've been through a lot together in the past 3 years. I think I can speak on behalf of the entire high school staff when I say through the good, the bad, and everything in between, it has always been worth it. It's worth it because you matter. And all of us know that you have the capacity to go forward and do amazing things. We wish you only the best of luck in your future. At this time, I will turn things over to our guest speakers. We will begin with our senior speakers, Precious Mariah Pate and William Dreyer. They were chosen by their class and the faculty for the honor of speaking to you today. I am proud to introduce Precious Mariah Pate.
What's up, class of 2020? Now, I know this year is not at all what we expected. Not a single person could have guessed that the Kansas City Chiefs would have won the Super Bowl this year. It only took 50 years, but I guess patience is key. Now, I know there's other things that have happened throughout our senior year that I'm sure you remember, just because TikTok will not let us forget. But today we're going to celebrate us, and that's a good thing. So, let's celebrate. I remember when I first came to Johnston in the middle of my 8th grade year. My twin and I were so nervous. We didn't have a single class together, so we had to meet all these wonderful new people on our own. Coming from a smaller school and being Black, we were a bit hesitant about meeting and making new friends. We felt so out of place here. It took some time and the patience of a Chiefs superfan, but we finally felt like we were part of the school, like we belonged. And that's a feeling that's greater than no other. So I want to share that feeling with you. As we move on, I want us to all feel that feeling of belonging. The feeling that we deserve to be happy in this world, and that we deserve to be in it. The feeling that we deserve all the success that the world has to offer. In hopes of personal success, I believe you need 3 things. 1, TikTok. Although most of us won't be TikTok famous, the app has proven to be an important part of our lives. By this, I mean looking at the past few months and what it's given us. It's shown that in times of desperate need, you're going to need something to bring you and your family members closest together. Whether this is learning a new dance, figuring out those transition things, or doing a 60-second skit. In life, you want something to be proud of and something to look forward to. 2, in life, you're going to want someone to look up to, someone that you admire. This can be a friend, family member, celebrity, or whatever Elon Musk named his kid. For me, I've always looked up to the women in my family, especially my mom. Throughout my life, they've all contributed to the magical personality you see on this stage today. Being a Black woman in society can be hard, but those wonderful women are proof that we can weather any storm that the world tries to throw at us. Now, you may not have a full bloodline of role models, but I'm sure if you find one, they'll make a positive impact on you and your decisions later on. 3, lastly, you're going to need you. Growing up is all about becoming the person you're meant to be and staying true to that identity. With all that the class of 2020 has faced, I'm sure it may seem difficult, but look at us today. We're doing what some claimed impossible. Some of us not so pandemic related. As we move on beyond the walls of J-Town, we have to trust ourselves in our journeys to success, whether it be college, military, the workforce, or finally becoming an Instagram model. In the words of my favorite poet, SpongeBob SquarePants, if you believe in yourself, with a tiny pinch of magic, all your dreams will come true. Wrapping this up, I'll leave with this. The class of 2020 was meant for greatness. Growing up, we've survived all that the world has thrown at us. After the good and after the bad, I can happily say, it is what it is. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Mr. William Dreyer.
I'm honored to be speaking before you today. It doesn't take more than a minute, glancing at social media or reading through the news, to realize the hurt that is going on in our world right now. The coronavirus, though combated with the entire weight of our world's healthcare system, now surrounds our everyday lives. Our politics, no matter what you believe in, are derived from tension and still can't be talked about at dinner. It seems that as the problems grow bigger and bigger, our stress grows larger as well. With all of that in mind, I've decided to not talk about any of those things. No, rather than talking about that, I thought I'd speak about each other. I want you to glance at those sitting around you. You might know the person well, you might not. That fact is what has surprised me the most during my time in high school. Despite using the same bathrooms, hallways, classrooms, and sports complexes as everyone else in my grade for the last 4 years, there are still people I'm meeting for the first time each day. Either that or I have a terrible memory, although I hope there are those of you who share this feeling with me. See, the amazing realization about seeing classmates that you don't immediately recognize is that every one of us is different. Besides the obvious similarities like our school and age, there are so many other factors in play that are different. Although I am in choir groups with a bunch of other choir kids, it is important to understand that there are choir kids in choir and band, choir and football, choir and working after school, to name a few. No matter how similar you think you and your closest friend are, it is a fact that you are all different, if just by a little. But now, what do we do with this realization? We are all different, yes, but now what? I want you to look at where you are sitting. You are graduating. Your family members are watching you move on to the next big adventure of your life. Your friends, though having taken very different paths to get here, are sitting around you. Although many of us have spent several stressful nights making sure we turn in papers before midnight, we are still here. Although we have argued and yelled at each other in situations in the past that were most likely not important at all, we are still here. No matter how different you and I are, how different you and the unknown classmate are, we are all still here. Fellow classmates, as we depart from Johnston High School and disperse all across the country and world, I want you to ponder just how different you and someone else might be. All around you will be people of different backgrounds, different races, different skills, ideas, and beliefs. I then want you to decide how you will use your differences. Will you use your strength to promote growth? Use your art to promote creativity? Use your voice to promote change? No matter what those differences end up being, the most important thing I want you to remember is that our differences have brought us to where we are now, and I can only imagine where they will take us next. Thank you.
Thank you, Precious, and thank you, William. You are both shining examples of the students of Johnston High School. Please welcome our next speaker, Superintendent of Johnston Community Schools, Mrs. Laura Kaser.
Good evening. Welcome, graduating class of 2020. This year, our commencement delivery is a bit different, but your accomplishments are just as grand. I want to extend this opportunity for you to take a moment and turn and thank your family and friends who have helped you reach this moment. It is my honor to be here virtually with you this evening. Early on, the moniker of this graduating class across the nation was the idea of having very clear focus, one that is similarly associated with the ability to see into the distance or having perfect 20/20 vision. As we now realize, very few of us could have envisioned our current state as we try to adjust to living life during a worldwide pandemic without a vaccine. As a graduating class, your last year of high school was upended with no advance warning. You had to suffer some significant losses, and I want to acknowledge those for you today. School closed after spring break. In-person instruction shifted to online Zoom meetings. Prom was canceled. You were denied the ability to personally interact with your friends on a daily basis. And closure for you has had to take on so many different forms because of the need to socially distance. While these are all very real losses, what I hope you are realizing is that unlike any other graduating class, the nation is sending you their love and support. The yard signs have been staked out, the celebrity commencement speeches have been delivered, and our senior drive-through day at the high school was a success. Commencement is all about going forward, a beginning, or a new start, if you will. And right now, as I am sure you, as well as so many of us are realizing, the path forward seems anything but certain. However, there are some things that have become absolutely clear during this time of crisis. Our individual actions have a ripple effect on our community. The smallest act of staying home had the real potential to save lives. People can be asymptomatic, meaning you won't always know or be able to tell the trials, tribulations, and struggles of others. So leading with kindness is always a good approach. Essential has an entirely new meaning now. You all have choices as you enter into adulthood. The work that you do will be essential to others. It is during these times that so many of us have come to learn the interconnectedness of all of our work. It has been our frontline workers, our farmers, truck drivers, grocery store clerks, and medical professionals who have helped to carry us through this very difficult time. The right to breathe should be afforded to everyone, whether it comes in the form of access to quality health care or due process. Adversity is part of life. The unique aspect of a worldwide pandemic is that we are truly all in this together. How you respond to adversity helps to build your character. Routine life has a way of lulling us into a sense of security. We now recognize the importance of trying not to take things for granted. And lastly, I would like to add with a bit of tongue-in-cheek, and I think most people would agree, the class of 2020 will forever be known as Skip Day champions. Class of 2020, you are all worthy of this honor today. You have dedicated the time, completed the assigned work, mastered the required skills, survived online learning with no advance warning, and have demonstrated your aptitude to be considered graduates of Johnston Community School District. You are on the cusp of the next phase of your life. It is with great pride that we acknowledge, celebrate, recognize, and commemorate your growth, your maturation, your accomplishments, and your successes. On behalf of the staff of Johnston Community School District, we congratulate you. We are proud of you, and we wish the very best in the next phase of your journey. In the words of C.S. Lewis, there are far, far better things ahead than any we leave behind. Distinguished board members, as superintendent of the Johnston Community School District, I certify that the students included in this virtual ceremony have met the state of Iowa and local requirements for graduation. These are our best and brightest and have earned and received their diplomas. Thank you. It's my honor to introduce to you our school board president, Justin Allen.
Congratulations, class of 2020. May you always be as proud as I am to be a graduate of the Johnston Community School District. And may you never forget that it is the Johnston Community School District. A community, not an individual, not one person, but the Johnston community that raised you, nurtured you, educated you, and celebrates you. And may you never forget, it's a community that will always welcome you home, regardless of how far your journey may take you. This year, our community was tested like never before. No one predicted that on March 13th, when you walked out of school, it would become the longest spring break of your lives, and certainly not the way you wanted your senior year to end. In my family, When a good thing ends, like a vacation or a sports season or a holiday or just a great weekend, we remind each other, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. Might make a good theme for a graduation speech, right? But to you, the class of 2020, that advice rings hollow. Don't cry because it's over, fine, but how do you smile when it never happened at all? How do you smile about missing the last 2 months of your senior year? You don't. How did you react when senior year was canceled? Did you get sad? That's understandable. Mad? Perfectly acceptable to feel anger. I heard a commentator on TV say that it was like you were experiencing all the stages of grief all at the same time. So yes, you get sad and you get mad, but those feelings don't last. And I can promise you, this will not be the last difficult thing you face in your life. But your character will be forged not by how often you get knocked down, but by how many times you get up. And as time passes, you'll see that this was a small sliver of your time at Johnston schools. And you have so many other days to smile about, so many other things to celebrate, and so much to look forward to. There are so many things happening in the world right now that will have a fundamental impact on the rest of your lives. The events of the last few months will change the way you work, socialize, learn, and communicate with each other. Young people are always the front line of finding a better way to exist. And the challenge for every generation is to make the world a better place. I have no idea what form that will take or how you will do it, but that's your job now, and I'm confident you're up to the task. The future will indeed look very different, but how appropriate that the class of 2020, the class of perfect vision, will be the first to take on these challenges. I'm excited to see where you take us. So on behalf of the Johnston School Board, I congratulate you for your accomplishments. Today, we celebrate your graduation, and we remind you that you are always welcome home. You will always have the love and the support of the community that is Johnston Schools. Congratulations and best of luck to each of you.
At this time, we would like to recognize the members of the Johnston High School class of 2020.
Zachariah James Abbey, Christina Marie Abdallah, Ashley Jordan Abdel Razik, Elizabeth Kathleen Akeson, Kabura Adiel, Oscar Aguillon Devora, Ahmad Fadel Al-Sabsabi, Adela Alisek, Brett Daniel Aljets, Amber Lee Altman, Nadim Rita Amiri, Catherine Elizabeth Amundsen, Erin Grace Anderson, Riley Taylor Anderson, Sarah Ann Andreasen, Willow Mary Dawn Applegate, Mariana de Souza Arnold, Joseph Allen Arthur, Laldu Almi, Noah Kevin Babel, Mark Anthony Bachman, Elijah Allen Bayer Defaba, Christian Miguel Baron, Katri Maria Danielle Bartanan, Ada Layla Basic, Andrew Jacob Bauer, Robert Jean Beeman, McKenna Paige Beasley, Emily Ann Bechtel, Mirnez Bechirovich, Madison Lee Beck, Jacob Michael Becker, Malachi James Beckley, Brock Allen Beckman, Katera Marie Beery, Ariana Pemba Bogdanovich, Rachel Janine Byerly, Gifty Ben, Michael Allen Bennett, Callie Marie Berber, Shamari Cavante Berry, Chase Aaron Theodore Beving, Carly Joe Bigelow, Peyton John Bills, Hannah Jane Blackford, Jackson Joseph Blair, Blake Daniel Blanchard, Vernon Eugene Bohal II, Jordan Faith Bonsack, Amran Bifato Bokicha, Olivia Jaden Bowles, Jack David Borgmeyer, Kira Lee Boscalion, Zachary Richard Boughton, Suzanne Jing Brewer, Gia Bricketto, Hunter Dwayne Briggs, Colby James Brinks, Alvin Sahe Brisbane, Benjamin James Brooks, Reagan Jesse Brotherson, Dylan James Brown, Mackenzie Lynn Bryan, Eric Duan Bui, Pradyum Santosh Bukapatnam, William Albert Birch, Ethan Robert Burgett, Alicia Denora Burleson, Taylor Ayana Burnside, Alexandria Marie Cahill, Ellie Elizabeth Capalbo, Michaela Marie Carnine, Camden Matthew Carstens, Brianne Elizabeth Cartwright, Yaremi Casanova, Trey Evan Cashman, Claire Elizabeth Catlett, Colton Allen Cavanagh, Emily Reese Chambers, Raghavi V. Chandrasekharan, Anaí Guadalupe Chavez Alvarado, Grace Ann Chickering, Donald Eugene Chivas, Duncan David Woods Christakis, Caroline Jo Christensen, Haley Maria Christensen, Cole Jonathan Clark, Hannah Elizabeth Clark, Riley Michael Clark, Jacob Robert Klassen, Grace Ann Clausen, Mariah Jo Colbert, Gabriel Dirk Owen Copeland, Kerrigan Joy Cox, Ellie Grace Craig, Claire Marie Kramer, Nicholas Robert Crandell, Connor Jeffrey Cronin, Amberly Jace Dowell, Micah Daniel Eli Davidson, Diane Marie Davis, Jackson Ray Davis, Jaden Allen Davis, Jordan Jameson Davis, Tyler Dean Davis, Van Lalmalsam Dongi, Heather Marie De Bruin, Sam John DeFrancisco, Grady Edward Dejaneff, Cameron Joseph DeRoos, Carlene Ann Derry, Brooklyn Hope Dilly, Matthew Huang Ding, Samuel Robert Dings, Haley Joe Ditter, Alexis Marie Dixon, Samuel David Doldy, Jacob Todd Drager, William Jasper Dreyer, Money Rayshawn Dudley, Molly Louise Dugan, Savannah Peyton Dunbar, Madison Noel Dunn, Elizir Ebondo, Jorge Ernesto Echeverria Moran, Zachary Brock Edmondson, James Lyle Edwards, Thomas Emmett Edwards, Cole Thorson Iacker, Chance Marie Ekstrand, Ryan Alexander Ellsworth, Sonia Elizabeth Embry, Paul Anthony Engblom, Evian Margaret Engebretson, Lillian Michaela Ensign, Sierra Paige Erickson, Avery Morgan Eschleman, Hannah Grace Fagrus, Chloe Elizabeth Fain, Ellie Elizabeth Feller, Julia Marie Fisher, Caitlin Nicole Flowers, Dominic Taylor Ford, Grace Ann Forret, Gracie Letha Foster, Amia Fromm, Hunter Jack Murdoch Friesen, Fabiola Gamboa Garcia, Simon Shue Gan, Lucas Cutter Gannon, Jacob David Galt, Jacqueline Gay, Kyle Jabes Geertz, Kaylee Estelle Garrels, Tyler Allen Garrels, Nicholas Patrick Gieler, Kane Michael Gerlovich, Thomas Nicholas Gimpolo, Michaela Sommer Gibson, Destiny Allie Gilmore, Mackenzie Lynn Gleason, Kyle James Gobin, Abigail Grace Goodman, Ashton Dean Graber, Kara Elizabeth Green, McKenna Faith Gregorek, Brendan Michael Grotjohn, Keyshawn Lee Gunn, Marshawn Malik Gunn. McKenna Lynn Gustafson. Evan Thomas Giro. Hannah Claire Hackman. Anessa Iman Haidarovich. Quincy Lee Hale, Jr. Carson Joy Hansen. James Timothy Hansen. Margaret Kleiman Hapgood. Mia Isabella Harang. Isabel Maria Harkin. Madeline Marie Harris. Nicholas Joseph Hahn. Kira Nakaya Heckman. Victoria Ann Heglin. Emma LaVey Henderson. Gannon James Henry. Javiera Antonia Hernandez Puelma. JC Daniela Hernandez. Madison Melinda Heron. Jillian Kathleen Hess. Olivia Marie Heston. Andrew Thomas Hibbs. Haley Ray Alexis Higby. Hayden Michael Hindman. Maxwell John Hodap. Larissa Hodzik. Emma Lynn Louise Hoffman. Joseph Anthony Hoffman. Joseph Paul Arnold Hollingsworth. Zachary Michael Holton. Paige Nicole Horner. Mackenzie Marai Horton. Kevin Jeffrey House Jr. Sing Jung Soo. David Kirill Huante. Hannah Hogan Hughes. Caitlin Marie Hughes. Joseph Kenneth Humphreys. Jackson Reed Hunterdoss. Elizabeth Catherine Hearn. Jack Matthew May Hutchison. Samir Ibisevich. Trevor Nathaniel Jackson. Jaden Adam Jacobson. Megan Catherine John. Noah Turner James. Anna Christine Janney. Andrew David Geron. Jocelyn Paige Jaworski. Samuel Michael Jane Wiggins, Bryce Christopher Jennings, Delaney Nicole Jensen, Gavin James Johnson, Jeremiah John Johnson, Leah Sinclair Johnson, Madison Irene Johnson, Owen Samuel Johnston, Elizabeth Marie Jones, Jessica Nicole Jones, Seth Daniel Jones, Stephen Michael Jones, Madeline Page Judas, Caitlin Elizabeth Jurasek, Orville Mabombo Kabamba, Wyatt Timothy Kasmarinsky, Randolph Montavious Canna, Jackson Daniel Castor, Taryn Nicole Kaufman, Sashleen Carr, Vedad Kavazovic, Alexander Joseph Kelly, Bailey Rose Keneally, Ava Camille Moody Kern, Robert Cal Killian, Evan Jansen Kilstrom, Anna Sophia Kingry, Quinn Carl Kitterman, Allison Lene Klon, Carson Paul Cleve, Matthew Raymond Clagle, Andrew Patrick Klopf, Jacob William Knox, Jackson Kendall Kohler, Annette Bettia Kogan, Lauren Nicole Kress, Anbumati Gopal Krishnan, Jimmy Chin Chrome, Adrian Ryan Shazek, Paige Madison Kepper, Akshaya S. Kumar, Sabrin Marie Lebenz, Samuel John Larson, Colby Davis Lobb, Kenny Noel Lee, Austin Michael Ledesma, Arena Yoonjae Lee, Carson Martin Lee, Bianca May Lee Wright, Owen Allen Lemon, Mason Neil LaRue. Jonathan Richard Leth. Jackie Liang. Anathea Serena Lynn. Katrina Grace Long. Quinn Michael Long. Elena Laurel Longnecker. Jackson Dean Longnecker. Molly Zay Lunn. Melissa Renee Mackey. Kaylee Marie Madron Waters. Lily Teresa Mahon. Logan Elizabeth Mahon. Taylor Ann Main. Christina McAtan. Alize Mackenzie Mondagiano. Sierra Rose Mongra Dutcher. Yar Queer Manyang. Boundmi Choi Manivong. Reagan Mackenzie Matthews. Rang Lian Mawia. Audrey Nadine Maxwell. Addison Lee May. Riley Ann Sandra McCabe Peavy. Maya Aarons McDermott. Kate Margaret McGahee. Daisy Olive McIlwee. Brooklyn Shea McKee. Elizabeth Mary Mellinger. Gautama Rao Meneni. Abby Marie Meredith. Rihards Mertens. Nathan Reese Metzger. Brooke Marie Meyer. Cole Robert Meyer. Ella Grace Meyer. Joshua David Meyer. Sarah Lynn Michaels. Brianna K. Miller. Garrett Weldon Miller. Gavin Biddle Miller. Jared Thomas Miller. Samantha Jane Miller. Elmariel Fajardo Minaldo. Colin Lee Minier. Dylan Allen Meinart. Alexandra Miroslav. Creighton Daniel Mitchell. Sophia Grace Mitchell. Taya Nicole Mitchell. Madison Faith Mock, Acacia Joe Munson, Angel Giovanni Montes Escoto, Eduardo Gabriel Montes Luna, Madison Page Moore, Pavian Dylan Moorer, Caleb Scott Mormon, Alex Michael Morales, Lauren Elizabeth Morris, Logan Robert Morris, Natalie Merzliak, Jaden John Mueller, Glory Mugunga, Jariah Jeffrey Mulea, Luke Joseph Mullen, Panida Mumat, Aphrodita Ayla Mushinovich, Claudine Mutoni, Kyle Jacob Nachian, Austin William Nanke, Mattia Joe Naylor, Kendall Elizabeth Need, Chase Allen Nemmers, Samuel John Neville, Andy Huang Viet Nguyen, Andy Lee Nguyen, Emily Wynn, Phuc Hoai Nguyen, Jacob William Nichols, Maxwell Vendelbo Nielsen, Liam McCrae Nitchie, Sa T. No, Taylor Elizabeth Nelk, Noor Abdi Noor, Marquita Elizabeth Norwood, Angel Wanjiro Nyaga, Emmeline Nyamahigwe, Chase Michael Reed O'Connell, Zenudine Omerovich, Catherine Nubia Orellana Lovato, Kevin Joel Ortiz Vergara, Asmir Osmanovich, Summer Marie Payne, Amanda Faye Pasale, Precious Mariah Pate, Princess Mariah Pate, Lauren Renee Pater, Janaya Trinity Patrick, Charlie William Pattinson, Laura Ann Paul, Matthew Farrell Pauley. Cooper Wilson Petticord. Benjamin Thomas Pegg. Hannah Lee Perkins. Michael Robert Perry. Jacob Ethan Peters. Jaden Alexander Peterson. Thomas Michael Piagantini. Paxson James Pickin. Leslie Marie Pierce. Cassandra Lynn Peach. William Pillen. Aurora Pinardi. Aaron Dean Piotraszki. Marissa Leanne Piper. Carter Franklin Pitts. Andrew Daniel Postma. Breeze Taylor Proctor. Tyler Edward Proft. Madeline Susan Proudfoot. Quincy Andrew Pullen. Thomas Jonathan Radke. Jackson Ryan Raymakers. Brady Kevin Reese. Nasanzimana Nella Marie Regine. Emma Louis Renault. Sophia Marie Ashley Rezick. Drew Leanne Rice. Selassie Son Ricehill. Mia Siobhan Rincon Pinks. Andrew Brett Ritchie. Skylar Michelle Dawn Robinson. Kaylee Ann Ross. Luke Ryan Rothmeyer. Tanner Scott Rowland. Peyton Marie Runke. Jordan David Rush. Peyton Nicole Ryan. Allie Emma Safris. Sarah Elizabeth Solon. Ulysses Salinas. Stacy Nayeli Sanchez Reyes. Ada Julia Anastasia Sayaneje Kangas. Nicholas Ronald Scanlon. Kaylin Alexis Shell. Bryce Matthew Schmidt. Drew Chadwick Schmidt. Eric William Schmidt. Samuel Dalton Schmitz. Jared Robert Schneider. Dawson Reggie Schoen, Allison Lynn Sherrod, Andrew Paul Schubert, Taylor Catherine Sedovic, Lillian May Shanahan, Haley Paige Sharp, Carly Michelle Shepard, Megan Rose Shermer, Hope Ashley May Sherwood, Shreya Shrestha, Parker Blaine Shoup, Taylor Ann Siebert, Jacob Anthony Seymour, Smita Singhal, Joshua David Surface, Nida Sivich, Tyler John Slagle, Nadim Smejich, Lauren Ashley Smith, Lydia Diane Smith, Nicholas Jensen Smith, Owen Nicholas Smith, Jenna Ann Sokolowski, Alexandria Soya, Jonathan Yuan Sovath, Matthew Edward Spuzzello, Jennifer Patricia Standish, Malana Monet Stanley, Caden Mark Steck, Jacob Ryan Sterling, Riley Lynn Steveson, Jackson Robert Stewart, Emma Nicole Stopoulos, McKenna Elise Straley, Jaden Nicole Studer, Runlen Sung, Colby Galen Sveska, Lauren Swan, Samuel David Swift, Vasil Stoyanov Chaprazov, Nathan James Tegler, Peyton Christine Thamke, Lal Zui Tangi, Karsten Jeanne Tylen, Kyra Grace Tyson, Jake Daniel Tilges, Emily Ray Thomas, Bradley Michael Thompson, Cambry Lauren Thompson, Cade Samuel Thompson, Malachi Lander Thompson. Noah Skylar Thompson. Reagan Marie Thompson. Jalen Lee Thorne. Tucker James Tholstrup. Taylor Linnea Timmerman. Maxwell Robert Tompkins. Clara Jane Toot. Emma Riley Tracta. Cameron Joseph Tucker. Chance Gentry Turnage. Ethan William Ung. Hope Megan Ung. Akela Emmanuel Utong. Griffin Martin Van Fleet. Hallie Flynn Van Rokel. Rachel Christine Vandenover. Elvedina Velagic. Margaret Renee Vonderheide. Bradley Hugh Vu. David Mitchell Widener. Matthew David Wells. Alicia Gabili Wesse. Michael Brannon West. Trayton Lee Wheeler. Jason Thomas White. Megan Judine Whitlow. Maxwell Timothy Wilson. Lute Michael Woodley. Megan Jo Woods. Jacob Michael Worthen. Joanne Lyon Wu. D. Young. Mohammed Yassin. Amber Marie Yutzi. Maya Maureen Yoder. Kaya Flynn Young. Sophia Grace Young. Stella Xia Zheng.
Seniors, it has truly been my honor to spend the last 3 years with you at Johnston High School. I will leave you with what I believe are a very few simple truths. Number one, just because you can doesn't always mean you should. The light will always extinguish the darkness, and choosing love and acceptance will always conquer hatred. So go shine your light, seniors. The world is waiting for you, and we need you now more than ever. Congratulations. At this time, no matter where you are, with the class of 2020, please stand. Members of the board, Superintendent Kaser, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to present to you the Johnston High School class of 2020.